What do I do when I have a ton of active projects currently going on? Obviously, casting on a new massive project that I have no idea how long will take and I don't have enough yarn to finish. That's what I do. That's the smart thing to do, really. Last night at midnight, out of boredom and an inability to sleep, I started working on a swatch. This is a swatch for a dress that I'm going to make with no pattern. I have a dress and it fits me, and I'm just going to use this for dimensions because it's a very basically dimensioned dress. And that's about as much thought as I put into this. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to sit here for a while and cast this on. I'm thinking, here's my plan. I'm going to start with the bottom. I want to do a long dress with a slit up the side. But I don't know what I want the top to look like. But you know what? We can figure that out later. That's not my problem right now. That's future me's problem. I have a feeling this is going to take me months, which is why I want to start on it now. It's currently the beginning of March, and I want this to be done by July. This might not go well, and in that case, I can just unravel it and deal with those feelings later. Well, you may be asking, how many stitches do you know to cast on when you're chaining at the beginning of a project? I don't. I'm moving forward with blind confidence. I think the correct thing to do is make like an even bigger, better swatch and do measurements and figure things out. But especially because this has a slit at the beginning, I think it's a lot more forgiving size-wise. Okay. I have finished my single crochets and they look spectacular. This is the bottom border, and I'm gonna start on my triple crochets. Look out, world, my tapeworm crochet pattern coming soon to a Ravelry near you. So what I'm doing for the triple crochets is doing chain 1 and then triple crochet while skipping a stitch. So only every other stitch has a triple crochet in it, and I'm just gonna keep doing that forever. Not gonna lie, this yarn is really splitty. Should we go to Costco? I can't bring you to Costco. People are allergic to you.
Is there a place with sun all year round and pina coladas with pretty faces and sand on the ground? I want to stop this ongoing train before I lose my mind and go insane. I don't want to sleep every night. I want to light a spark in the dark. I don't want to say I'm okay living the same every day.
Good morning. I woke up 20 minutes ago and decided that I wanted to talk. I wanted to go over some more context and thought behind this crochet piece that I'm working on. Only because to me, this is a big step. It's a big step for me creatively, technically, and there's not a good Lee word that I can think of right now, but basically body image wise, the kind of crochet pieces I want to make and the kind of summer knits I want to make require a certain amount of self-confidence for me. I'm getting there. I'm just not there right now. And that's why this is a big step. So I have only worn dresses to weddings in the past 6 years, really. But I love the crochet and knit dresses I've been seeing, and there's so much anxiety in it because it's spending a lot of time on something only to have it not work out so great. So for me to do a single row of this, it takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. And that's a lot of time to invest into something knowing that I might not like it. I'm not nervous about my ability to execute a crochet dress. I'm more concerned about having the confidence to wear something like that. There are 2 design features that I'm putting into this dress that are going to help me feel more confident about it, which seems almost counterintuitive, what I'm about to describe. I decided to go with the tank top cut instead of long sleeve, which will help me feel more confident despite showing more skin. And then the other thing is I'm adding a slit, which I think I mentioned before, a big one up the side. And that is because both of those things are because I have tattoos. I have 2 that I know tattoos aren't everyone's thing, but I love them and I'm proud of them. And I feel very confident when I'm wearing something that displays my tattoos. It feels like a weird boost to my confidence every time. which is great. I never used to feel confident in shorts, and last summer you couldn't get me out of a pair of shorts because I have a bear on my leg. If you can sit through hours of someone poking you with a needle, you can sit through 30 minutes of wearing a dress to the pool before you have to take it off, and then I'll be in a swimsuit, and then it's like, in what world in my brain, how does my brain work right now where I'm way more nervous about wearing a dress than the actual swimsuit? That's insane. Do you ever just catch yourself saying the most ridiculous things? Also, I want to talk about my progress because this thing is going to take me forever to make. Like I said, 30 minutes per round is a lot. I'm in love with this. The stars have aligned on this project, and I'm using some Drops Bell yarn that I had on hand. It's mostly cotton. Bloop. And I only had 3 balls of it, and so I'm gonna need to buy some more. I think that's it for today. I messed up, and I think I need to start over. I've done about 16 inches so far of the skirt portion, and I've been working the bottom up, and then I started doing increases because this is not currently wide enough to go over my hips. And so I started doing increases over here because it's going to be like a leg slit, and then it would get wider. But the increases, it's not working out. Sometimes I really like learning through trial and error as opposed to learning through a pattern. And so since I'm getting more into crochet, I kind of wanted to try experimenting more before diving into patterns. It's just a weird thing that I want to do in a weird way that I want to do it, but maybe it's not that weird. So here's what I've learned. 1, I need to go top up and just figure out how to do that. And after giving it just a little bit of thought, something clicked and I was like, yeah, why didn't I think of doing that before? Another thing I learned from this is do not do trim like this until the end. Don't start with it because the trim, the gauge of it is a little bit bigger than the gauge of like the rest of the stitch pattern. And so it gives this like ripply effect when it's being held down that I just don't want it to look like that. I don't want it flaring at the bottom. But I think the big lesson really is just working top down and going from there, especially because if I do work top down, then I can try it on when it has the shape of a tank top and know, hey, would I like a crochet tank top that looks like this? If it doesn't work out as a cover-up dress, then I can always pull it back and just wear it as a top instead of as a dress. I'm disappointed when I think of all the time that I put into doing the skirt portion from the bottom up, to the point where I'm not going to unravel this quite yet. I'm not ready to unravel quite yet, but I do have plenty of yarn, and so I don't need to unravel it right away. My plan is to just get through as much today as possible. Something that I didn't realize, and I could be incorrect about, is when it comes to sweater construction, I thought it would be totally different, the way you do crochet versus the way you do knitting. But I think they're a lot more similar than I thought they were. I'm going to make this the same way that I would approach a improvised knit dress of the same type as far as construction goes, and hope that that works out. I think I was overcomplicating it in my head, which I tend to do in a way that was completely unnecessary, but we'll see how this goes. I will check in with you tomorrow. Okay, next morning. I'm feeling so much better about this. I got a lot more done yesterday than I thought I would because I was just going so hard. There's so much yarn attached to this. This is not easy to show you. So here we have, this will be the back panel, and then this is the front shoulder going over, and then I'm going to start the next front shoulder, join for the collar, and work my way down for the front panel. I don't know what plans I have for today or what's going to come up, but I'm just going to try and work my way through the front panel and join in the round so that I can at least hopefully know, is the neckline going to be big enough? Because I think I'm specifically going to need to make this neckline a little bit bigger. I'm also planning on doing single crochet trim around the whole, like every opening. So the neck hole, armholes, the bottom, everything I want to have like a nice round or two of single crochet trim just to make it look clean. But I'm feeling good about attempt 2. And hopefully next time I check in with you, it will be a good check-in.
What's the angle? I'm not playing that game. It's the same business with a different name. Who's the target? Sorry, I'm not in the market.
progress has been made. Progress has been made. Not all the right progress, but at least progress. Look at this. Look at this. It's like shaped like a top and everything. I've tried it on. It fits so far. The second attempt, going top down, much better. I'm really loving the single crochet neckline edge as well as the armhole edge. So for the neckline, I did 5 rounds of single crochet, and then for the edges, I did 3 rounds of single crochet. However, I did this one incorrectly, so I'm gonna need to undo and redo this armhole. I don't know how well you can spot the difference, but I essentially did this edge inside out. It's such a tiny detail, but it's been bugging me, and so I think it's worth fixing since it's been bugging me. At this point, I think what I want to say the most is that this is not perfect and there are mistakes that I've made, but it's wearable, and that's a big deal. And I like it as this like tank top length. So if I don't like it as a dress, I will unravel the entire skirt portion, or I could just separate them and have it be a matching set kind of deal. But I'll unravel. And then I also did increases on the side here, so it comes out where my hips go. And I love that this is perfectly aligned with where my body curves. Again, I've tried this on, and I have to say at this point, it's definitely going to require a little bit of confidence on my part to actually wear this. Something I can truthfully say is I am feeling hopeful that this will turn out good from a crochet perspective. And I feel like if I don't like it, it's going to be because I don't like how it looks on me, and it's not going to be any fault of the actual piece itself. I'm also on a total mesh kick right now, so my entire Pinterest board for knitting and crochet has turned into just lace knits and meshy looking stuff because I do not have summer knits in my wardrobe. That's it for now. I'll check in with you later. I'm honestly at this point, I'm not sure if I should check in with you before I finish it, but I might just finish it and show you that next. And hopefully I will be confident enough to wear it and put an image or video of me wearing it on the internet. If I could just have you hype me for a second, like in your home or wherever you're watching this. You don't even have to do it out. You can just mentally hype me so that I can do this. Okay, that's enough of me freaking out. I'm gonna work on this. We'll see how this goes.
Dime dónde vas y en qué pensás. Tu alma está perdida, ya dejaste de soñar.
Let the record reflect that I tried to film a really cool reveal shot sequence, but the beach I went to was so busy. Like I could not get a shot without a person in it. So there was no way I could have gotten myself without someone in the background except for like 10 seconds I got in the parking lot. In lieu of a really cute reveal sequence, please enjoy my cat really not wanting to be held right now. So I have 2 main takeaways from this video. 1, filming in public is absolutely mortifying. 2, this is so cute. I am so happy with how this turned out. I'm happy with how it looks on me, and I will have plenty of opportunities to wear it throughout the entire summer because I go to the beach a lot, go down to the pool a lot. I have a lake trip with some family, and I'm ready to be the most formal person there. There was not a thing I would change about the fit, the stitch, the material. I also feel like I've opened up the Pandora's box of crochet to myself because I really know I want to make a tank top like this, and I want to make a sweater like this, and I want to make another swim cover up, but I want to do one that's like long sleeve and short, and I can't be stopped. It already smells like sunscreen, as will my entire wardrobe starting in like a week. I think this whole project has just been a big push for me to stop holding myself back because I'm worried that something won't look good on me. So I will be making more projects that require a little bit of bravery on my part. I really feel like I'm at a pivot point right now with the things that I want to make, and I don't know what I'm pivoting to, but I'm pivoting. I could pivot to the kitchen, get myself a snack.
Searching for the reasons, in need of the rhymes. time.